Ooh, this is a nice gift. S restores everything. Thank you, Proto Man. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Hello again. Doc on the clock with more Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. Ah, nice crystals right above these people's heads. We have what we need. Now then, let's go visit Jupiter. Jupiter here is a, likes to fly around. I wonder if we have a weapon that can deal with flying enemies. So, over here in Jupiter stage, we have space physics. This makes the least amount of sense possible, because Jupiter is like the one planet in the solar system that has gravity that is actually greater than Earth's. So why, if the gravity is so high there, why is it so low here? Well, maybe we're on a space station rather than a planet, but I don't know, that seems like kind of a thin excuse to me. Also, after I exited Pluto stage, I got the energy balancer, so no need to go fumbling around my weapons anymore. It also means I can kind of use them a little bit more. But there's a whole lot to use at the moment. A bubble bomb might be useful here, if I can get it to go the right place. Enemies that like to cling to the ceiling. Kind of a problem. You too can use the delay of the photon missile to your advantage if you are smart. And even salt water can come in handy in some places. Alright, enough of that. We have more important things to do. Like, break through these blocks. Hello there, Proto Man. You're showing up an awful lot in this area. Thank you for the S restoration. That is a item that restores all your health and weapons energy. It is very useful in areas like this where you do not actually get weapon energy recharges. I'm just going to ignore you because that's what I can do. Ah, who needs that? Not me. Oh, whoa! Hey there! Yeah, even their shots are definitely affected by the gravity. And they kinda hurt too. Fortunately, these enemies are being rather generous with their health pickups, so it might just be me, but it feels like the space physics are actually kind of less impactful than in other games. Like, the amount of increase in your jump is less than it would be in, say, Mega Man, whatever it was that had space physics. But if you were unhappy with the space physics, you're not going to like what's here. It's time for ice physics. Yes, we get to slip slide around like we haven't a care in the world. Except we have a care in the world, and that's not to go slip sliding around. Like, seriously, come on. Also, ice physics would make more sense in a planet like Pluto's, where it's so far from the sun that it's super cold all the time. Neptune is too, but Neptune was actually on Earth, so it doesn't count. He doesn't count that much. He was an invader. We don't count invaders. Ah! You let me destroy you rather than you being a pain. We have a ladder up. We also have a way to the side, but let's go up first. Surely the direction of up must be the direction of bonuses and benefits. Oh, it certainly is, alright. Bonuses and benefits which I could get better if I shot the right direction. Mega Man, your aim is off. Don't even need to drop down, I can just grab those from afar. Which is good, because I don't have to waste ammo for my deep dinger. Bunch of P-chips. I drop to the floor. And here's an enemy that likes to respawn a lot. And down we go. Wait, what's this? Apparently they did some remodeling while I was out. Be careful, because you don't move when you're dropping down, you're just going to get spikes in the rear. And for because we allowed them to remodel, we get access to crystal number 3! And I want those items, but that guy is very in the way, so he's not going to let me get them without me moving around. All the crystals you can get if you don't have the magnet hand, but I have the magnet hand, so let's use it that way. So I'm up to 3 of 4. Where could the 4th one possibly... well, is there really any point in acting like I don't know? Even if I was unfamiliar with this game, I'm pretty sure I could hazard a guess. Ah, these guys, their shots have very large hitboxes. And so, thus ends the jaunt into space and ice physics, although not very much at the same time. Next, we have to deal with Jupiter. Jupiter will spend a lot of time up on the ceiling. That's kind of where you want him to be. It's easier to deal with him there than anywhere else. Plus, his weakness is the bubble bomb. Shh. Ah, that was not what I was going for. Oh, I forgot. He's not vulnerable during that time. Well, not my best performance. But he is down nonetheless. I probably could have spent a life rather than E-Tank, but I'll be getting more E-Tanks later, I'm sure. For defeating Jupiter, well, take a wild guess. He used electric-based attacks and flight. Those were his 2 weapons. Do you really think we're going to get a flight weapon? No. We get the Hand of Thunder. Electric Shock, which is kind of a cool weapon, in my opinion. But that leaves us with one Robot Master that has not yet been defeated. Saturn. The Master of Rings, Saturn. Stealing that title from Ringman, who has... although Saturn doesn't actually use his rings so much as a weapon. So, it's kind of... I suppose Ringman is still really technically the Master of Rings. Saturn's the master of something else. And that is gravity. We have low gravity areas and high gravity areas. Guess how that affects your jumps. Go on, I'll wait. He also has guys that do time slow. I'm not a big fan of the time slow. But the jump best made with Rush Jet. And for that, we get crystal number 4. The 4thiest of all the crystals. And you change position. How about that? Magnet Hand, really the only good way to get that. I wouldn't even trust Rush Jet. Some bonuses you really want that hand for. Okay, and predictably, now they're mixing the gravity changes with the more dangerous areas. There'll be lots of pits. My first time through, this is where I died more than anywhere else. Not this particular section, but this stage overall. It is kind of hazardous in a lot of ways. Fortunately, I have lots of lives, so I'm not in dire shape. Let's make a wild leap! Another one of those stages where you just kind of want to be cautious with how you jump. How and when and where. That's the worst of it through. And, oh, I actually needed an A-tank there. Thank you, Eddie! Thank you for my panicked... and I apologize for the panicked response there for a moment. I thought I was... getting something I didn't need. Why am I dropping all my items into pits? This guy is kind of an enigma. I don't think he appears anywhere else in the game. And there's he kind of really doesn't do anything that's worthwhile. You want to stab me from above. Okay, well, here's another place in the game, I guess, but... Ugh. Scary. I just want to tap the jump button when there are spikes above you and you're in low gravity. I'm pretty sure you can reach the... Thank you. Pretty sure you can reach the spikes if you make a full jump, so you kinda don't want to do that. But we got through that surprisingly cleanly. And now we have Saturn to deal with. Saturn does not like the electric weapon. And he'll also suck you in. And he'll also kind of stop time in the middle of the room and shoot shots out all over the place, which are really hard to avoid. For defeating Saturn, we get his special gravity powers. Actually, a pretty useful, pretty strong and useful weapon. It's a shame that it's so late in the game that it actually comes into play. Black hole. And we also get Rush Jet. It took a nice long time to make his appearance, but there hasn't really been a point in the game where Rush Jet has been that useful. I mean, really the only place is Saturn's stage to get that 4th crystal, and, well, how are you gonna get Rush Jet before Saturn's stage? Alright, time for a visit to the lab before we're done. This is our energy reducer, also known as a power generator. We don't have to actually even spend any P-chips, because it only requires the crystals. Now all our weapons take much less energy. Well, maybe we'll just use them a whole lot. I can also get an S-tank. I very much do want this S-tank. And I think that's all for me for now. So, until next time, this is Doc. I'll see you later.